Have you ever wondered what happens after we die? Is there a bright light at the end of the tunnel? For centuries, humanity has pondered this ultimate question. Today, I'm going to share a story that might just offer a glimpse, a story so profound it will give you goosebumps. It's the story of Dr. Mary Neal, an orthopedic surgeon, a wife, and a mother who had an experience that completely changed her understanding of life, death, and everything in between. This isn't just a second-hand account. This is the story of a scientist, a doctor trained to rely on facts and evidence, who came face to face with the unbelievable. Her journey began on a beautiful morning in southern Chile, on a river she had been dreaming of kayaking for years. She was an experienced kayaker, surrounded by friends, on an adventure of a lifetime. The sun was shining, the water was pristine, and everything felt perfect. But in a split second, that perfection was shattered as she navigated a particularly challenging section of the river. Her kayak became pinned by the force of the water against submerged rocks. The current was unbelievably powerful, trapping her underwater. She tried everything she knew to free herself, but the river was relentless. Her bones began to break under the immense pressure. She felt her legs snap, her ribs crack. The pain was excruciating, but then something strange happened. As her body was being crushed, Dr. Neal described a feeling of profound peace washing over her. The pain vanished. The panic subsided. She knew she was dying, but she wasn't afraid. Instead, she felt an overwhelming sense of calm and acceptance. She made a conscious decision to let go, to surrender her will to God's will. And in that moment of surrender, everything changed. Suddenly, she wasn't in the churning water anymore. Her spirit, her consciousness, whatever you want to call it, lifted out of her body. She could see the frantic scene below, her friends desperately trying to rescue her physical form, the rushing river, the kayak trapped against the rocks. But she felt completely detached from it, like watching a movie. She felt no connection to the body that was still pinned underwater. Instead, she was greeted by a group of radiant beings. She didn't see them with physical eyes, but she knew who they were. They were spirits, filled with an indescribable love and joy. They had been with her entire life, watching over her, guiding her. They radiated pure, unconditional love, a feeling more intense and real than anything she had ever experienced on earth. They communicated with her not through words, but through pure thought and emotion. They told her it wasn't her time. They gently explained that her work on earth wasn't finished. But before they sent her back, they took her on a journey. She found herself walking down a magnificent path leading toward a brilliant, domed structure. The colors were more vibrant than anything on earth. The flowers and plants sang with life, and the air itself was filled with the most beautiful music and fragrances. This place, she knew without a doubt, was heaven. The building at the end of the path was radiating a light so brilliant it was almost alive. She knew that inside this structure was the very essence of God, the source of all love and all creation. The joy she felt was so intense it was almost unbearable. She wanted nothing more than to enter that building, to merge with that light, and to stay in that place of perfect love forever. She felt a profound sense of being home, a feeling of belonging she had never known. As she got closer, The spirits who were guiding her told her again that she had to go back. They explained that her family needed her, especially her children. They even told her about her future tragedy, that her family would face the untimely death of her oldest son. They explained that her presence and her experience in heaven would be crucial to help her family navigate that future sorrow. It was a heart-wrenching piece of information, but it was delivered with so much love and compassion that she understood its purpose. She pleaded with them. She didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay in heaven, to stay in that perfect peace. Why would she want to return to a world of pain and suffering, to a body that was broken and dying? The spirits were gentle but firm. They assured her that everything would be okay, that her journey on earth had a purpose she couldn't yet fully see. Reluctantly, she agreed to return. The next thing she knew, she was back in her body. The pain was immediate and all-consuming. She could feel the cold water, the pressure of the river, the agony of her broken bones. Her friends had finally managed to pull her to the riverbank. She had been underwater for an estimated 30 minutes. Medically, she should have been dead or, at the very least, have suffered severe, irreversible brain damage from the lack of oxygen. But she hadn't. Her rescue was a miracle in itself. The journey to a hospital was long and arduous, a testament to the strength of her friends and the resilience of her own body. When she finally arrived, doctors were stunned. Her injuries were catastrophic, but her mind was perfectly clear. She began a long, painful road to recovery, but through it all, she held on to the memory of what she had seen and felt. The experience transformed her. The doctor, the scientist, now had irrefutable proof of an existence beyond the physical world. Her faith, which had always been a part of her life, deepened into a profound knowing. She was no longer afraid of death. How could she be when she knew the incredible love and beauty that awaited? Tragically, just as the spirits had foretold, 10 years later, her oldest son passed away in an accident. The grief was immense, almost unbearable. But Dr. Neil's experience gave her and her family a unique perspective. They grieved his physical absence, but they knew, with absolute certainty, that he was not gone. He was home. He was in that place of perfect love she had been allowed to visit. This knowledge didn't erase their pain, but it gave them a foundation of hope to stand on, a comfort that surpassed all understanding. Dr. Mary Neal's story is a powerful testament to the idea that our lives are more than just what we can see and touch. It suggests that consciousness can exist outside the body, and that death is not an end, but a transition. For a medical professional to share such a story takes immense courage. She risked her reputation, her credibility, all to share a message of hope. Her account is filled with details that resonate with thousands of other near-death experiences reported from all around the world, across different cultures and belief systems. The feeling of peace, leaving the body, seeing a bright light, meeting spiritual beings, and the life review are common themes. The consistency of these reports is staggering and makes you wonder, could all these people, from all walks of life, be describing the same reality? What I find most compelling about Dr. Neal's story is its message of love. The overwhelming, all-encompassing love she felt was the central element of her experience. It wasn't a judgmental place. It was a place of pure acceptance and joy. It suggests that the primary force in the universe is love, and our purpose here on Earth is to learn how to give and receive it. So, what can we take away from this incredible journey? First, it challenges us to be open to possibilities beyond our current understanding. Science is a wonderful tool, but it may not have all the answers, especially when it comes to the mysteries of consciousness and the universe. Second, it offers profound comfort. The idea that we are watched over, that we are loved unconditionally, and that death is simply a doorway to a more beautiful existence can be incredibly healing, especially for those who have lost loved ones or are facing their own mortality. Her story isn't about proving anything to skeptics. It's about sharing a personal truth that has the power to change lives. It's an invitation to look at our own lives and ask the big questions. What is our purpose? Are we living a life of love? Are we afraid of what comes next? Doctor, Neil's experience on that river in Chile wasn't just about her survival. It was a gift, a glimpse into the divine, meant to be shared with the world. It's a story that stays with you, that makes you think, and that just might give you a little bit of heaven here on earth. It reminds us that every moment is precious and that we are all part of something much grander and more beautiful than we can possibly imagine. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this incredible story. If it resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you had a similar experience? Or do you know someone who has? Let's continue the conversation. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that delves into the amazing mysteries of our world. Until next time, take care and live with love.